Hello, this is Tyler Dewalt, and I'm here to talk about my game, Hunting Grounds. Hunting Grounds is a 2 to 4 player, 2D open board game in a mythical fantasy setting, in which players buy and sell equipment to help take down mythical beasts for gold and for glory. The problem is, they won't know what equipment they need until they're already fighting the beasts. First, I'd like to explain the different elements of the game: bounty hunters, beasts, equipment, and gold. Bounty hunters are the player's characters. Each player will choose one in the beginning of the game. This choice should be based on the character's stats, as it will affect the equipment the players buy. Players may buy swords and shields for 10 gold each. Each sword increases the player's attack stat by 1, and each shield increases the player's defense stat by 1. However, these may only be used one time. They are destroyed if used in battle with a beast. There are 3 types of beasts: weak, average, and strong beasts. Strong beasts have higher average stat than weak ones, but also net more rewards. Rewards just means gold. Gold is used to buy items from shops. It is obtained by slaying beasts or by selling equipment, and equipment sells for 5 gold apiece. To start the game, players select a character and place their character on any of the outer shops, the green spaces. This is where they will buy and sell equipment of their choice, as well as bring the hides of their slain beasts. The other spaces on the board are the beast spaces. The color indicates the difficulty. Blue spaces are weak beasts, orange are average beasts, and red are difficult beasts. To slay a beast, players will move their characters about the board to any beast space and draw a card from the same colored beast deck. That beast they draw from the deck is the beast the player will battle. Each character and each beast will have an attack and a defense stat. The players need to overcome the beast's defense stat using their attack and equipment in order to slay it. The more difficult the more difficult beasts will have higher base stats on average, so players shouldn't engage those until they have more equipment in hand. Once a beast is slain, the player has to move their character back to the shop in order to sell its hide, and earn gold for the kill, which is indicated on the beast's card. However, if the beast's attack overcomes the character's defense stat, and they don't have enough shields to compensate for it, the player's character is sent to the nearest shop without any prize to show. The player's ultimate goal is to be as rich as possible by the time someone slays the dragon hiding amongst the beasts. Slaying the dragon gets a large amount of gold, which does push incentive to find it. However, the gold amount will not be so extreme that it becomes an automatic win. Once the dragon is slain, the game ends. The player with the most gold in their pocket wins. Any leftover equipment can be sold for half the buying price, so players will have to be careful with how much equipment they buy. Whenever a player fights a beast, if the player wins, that space is removed from the board. If the player loses, that space is assigned to that beast for the rest of the game. The only exception is if the player loses to the dragon. If the player loses to the dragon, it is shuffled back into the deck, and the beast space remains untouched. So this idea is not without its risks. Balancing will take some time since each character and beast will have to be balanced to match their gold value. Early on, we will limit the number of beasts in order to get the game working. Once we are comfortable with the gameplay, we can balance additional beasts to add more depth to the game. Multiplayer will also be the challenge. In the beginning, I believe we should stay away from online multiplayer and focus on single-system multiplayer gameplay. Since there is no hidden information, there is no concern from hiding anything from a player sitting next to you. I feel these risks are worth the cost, as both are rather common risks in the industry. In conclusion, I believe Hunting Grounds to be a perfectly plausible game within the time limit. I also believe players will have fun wandering around the board, slaying beasts with equipment they've bought with the gold that they've earned. And the random elements of the game will allow it to be played multiple times without it getting boring. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.